Hello and welcome back to this new episode of Let's Play World of Warcraft Storytime. We are Forsaken and we are right now in Deathknell, following the quest chain up from the starting zone of the Undead. And we got a quest to give to our quest giver here. A warrior trainer. We found him. Yeah. So, let's see what he has to say to us. Ah, so you've arrived. Good. I overheard that a few others were able to escape death and were heading into town. Perhaps that resilience will pay off in the future. So, you may thank Sylvanas for your freedom. Freedom of mind and body. Though you still remain tortured by the plague and its effects, you are now free to come and go as you see fit. I will be here to train you as you grow in experience. Find me as often as you like. I charge a minimal fee, but you'll find everything I can teach you to be worthwhile. Go now and test your skill. Many more things will become known to you as you gain experience, some of which I am unable to discuss with you here. Just know that Sylvanas will need warriors with your type of strength in the future. You will be the backbone of our salvation. Do not forget it. Yeah, warrior trainers somehow obsolete right now, but yeah, quest is a little bit older. If you want to become a stronger warrior, you'll need to work on your weapons. You'll find stronger swords and larger shields out on your adventures. That I have no doubt about. But it isn't just your physical armory that will get stronger. You will also begin to discover new techniques. Go, get some experience, learn something new, then come back and show me.
Beware.
So, we have to reach level 3 and practice charge. For that we have some training dummies. We can simply charge. Bam! Yeah, charge is one of the most basic moves for a warrior. Yeah, the one I like the most, actually. Charging someone is really great fun. You have the makings of a great warrior, Rianku. So, we need to show Lillian her reflection. We talked about Lillian was a little bit in the last episode, but her quest chain continues. Get away from me, you monster! Don't look at me. I'm hideous. You're not hideous, Lillian. You're one of us. Here, look in the mirror. See for yourself.
Embrace the shadow.
You don't understand. I can't be undead. Not me. Not now. Yeah, seems like Lillian is a little bit upset about being undead. Don't know why. Not being able to, well, eat or drink or procrastinate. Yeah. Could be, well, not that much fun, I guess. So, we go back to Novice Erith and see what she has to say about the matter. You say she ran away? What a shame. Very well, as long as she's maintained her free will, there's still hope. I can keep you busy here in town all week, but you seem to be more the fighting type. Erith looks you over and nods. Yes, you'll do just fine. I'd like you to go talk to Executor Aren. Follow the path north out of Deathknell. You'll find him not far past the barricades.
Goodbye.
So, this is the first stepping stone already done. Deathknell is a really small zone for leveling. So there is not much story development. We just get introduced to a few of the characters like Lillian was, who will continue to be a theme throughout this whole zone. And maybe even the next. I never really leveled through here since the Cataclysms, so I don't know what's going to happen right now. But we can find out together. That's what this Let's Play is also for. What do we have here? A new warrior, ready for battle, eh? First of all, Look at your armor. You're a mess, warrior. You'd like to stay in one piece, and I've no doubt you do. Perhaps I can help. If you can gather some paws and wings from the wolves and bats nearby, maybe I'll find some armor for you. You'll find the creatures to the north and to the west of here. So, pretty much going to slaughter animals here. So anyone who's with Peter, you should look away. If you ask what this add-on is that shows the quests differently, it's called Storyline, and it's right now downloadable. I guess it's still in development, so there is still a few bugs to be have. So just stick with the add-on. The creator of this add-on is working his or her hardest to keep it up to pace. So hopefully this will make some of us relive more of the story. It's rather a better representation of that little quest log, which I do not much like. It's more like the quests in Guild Wars 2, with the dialogue between the character and the quest giver. So maybe they'll copy that and get this thing running in the next expansion as a standard functionality within World of Warcraft. I would appreciate it. I would support the add-on, of course, but having something made by Blizzard for World of Warcraft is always a little bit more comforting than an add-on. Also, of course, we do not have voice acting in those quest texts, which I hope could very well be a feature that Blizzard can always implement. And I hope they do at some point, because this add-on is so much better at presenting quests, and it's much more immersive to see you talk actually to a quest giver. So let's see what he has to say. Do try your best to keep yourself unharmed until I get you some armor. I did that, bro. Thank you, Yanko. This armor should help you out. Hopefully it should do you more good than the last one to wear it. Yeah? One of our greatest struggles is obtaining the natural resources we need to survive. Gold was scarce in Lordaeron, even in the height of the Alliance's power so many years ago. There is a gold mine to the west that has been overrun with spiders. We need gold from the mine, but we can't very well get it while the spiders are crawling around in there. I've not much manpower to commit to the task, so we'll just have to do it little by little. Get up there and see what you can do for us, Yanko. So, little bit of background story. The northern part of the Eastern Kingdoms, especially the Tearsful Glades, Western Plaguelands, Eastern Plaguelands, were Alliance territory under the rule of King Tyrannus Manethil, who fell during the ascension of Arthas to, well, Lich King or a Death Knight. Pretty much at the end of the human campaign in Warcraft 3, Arthas returns back home after defeating Mal'Ganis at Northrend, and in the process killing his, or presumably killing his best friend and teacher Muradin Bronzebeard. And yeah, he pretty much went back home. His father welcomed him heartily. Of course, he's his father, so which father doesn't greet his son after such a long time? And Arthas repaid his father's emotions and loyalty and half-warm welcome with swift and clean death. Whilst Arthas was getting to do the task, his father was asking him, "What are you doing, my son?" And the only thing Arthas said was, "Succeeding you, father," which pretty much sealed the deal. So officially, of course, Arthas is the king of Lordaeron, or was the king of Lordaeron, because he killed his father and was the next in line to ascend to the throne. But in the process, Arthas had a sister, a little sister, I guess, whose name was something with the C. I don't quite recall her name, because she never popped up during any of the story. She was just a plot device when Deathwing disguised himself as Lord Prestor and tried to wriggle the control of all the Alterac Mountains from the Alliance to support the Orcish Horde with their invasion. So, that is a little bit of the story that happened within Tirisfal. Sooner or later we will visit the Undercity, which is located right here. And, well, we will have some talk to do when we finally meet the Banshee Queen, Sylvanas Windrunner, because she has one of the most interesting stories within Warcraft 3 and within World of Warcraft. Actually, she is one of my favorite, if not the favorite, race leader. But, well, Vol'jin comes pretty much close. Vol'jin is pretty cool, but Sylvanas is always and will always be my favorite, because you don't get more badass than Sylvanas. You pretty much don't. Well, it's a start. It'll make a few weeks or months to fully clean out the infestation. After that, we'll have to get down there with some torches to burn away the webbing. You've done your duty well, Rianko. I get new armor. Cool. While you were inside that cave, your big friend Deathknell came up with some alarming news. Since the Valkyr arrived, we've seen more and more undead that chose not to join our forces under the banner of the Dark Lady. They've been gathering at a small camp here in the valley, and now they've organized forces. They plan to attack Deathknell, warrior. Deathknell is just down the road to the east. Be careful, Rianko. While those undead aren't completely brainless, they're still not quite right in the head. So, we get a little bit of story development here. The undead we've seen in the Deathknell graves, who were risen by the Valkyr, now pretty much chose not to join the Forsaken, not to join the Horde, not to join Sylvanas' forces. They were setting up camp and trying to, well, have a little bit of resistance here. Why ever they would do such a thing, because they can't win. No one in their right minds would win this, or would fight this war. They can't win, even if it's an ideological one. So, let's see what our bro Deathknell has to say.
Quickly.
Rianko, you made it. You see those tents up there? That's where we're headed. The battle was probably already started. Oh, so we can choose a new sword, which is nice. While you were taking care of matters for Executor Arden, I went off on an assignment of my own. Shadow Priest Sarvis asked me to peek in on the Rotbrain camp. There's a reason why they're called Rotbrains. Their leader goes by the name of Marshal Redpath, and he's an absolute beast. Look, Rianko, the attack is starting. You're better in combat than I am. Get in there and help out. When you're done, meet up with Shadow Priest Sarvis in the chapel. Good luck, Rianko. Well, I don't need luck, I'm simply that good. But we get a new outfit. Looks decent enough at least. And yeah, I was thinking about getting the weapon, the heirloom weapon at least, because that won't give us any advantages in experience, and we don't have to worry about getting new weapons all the time. But I said in the beginning we won't use any account gear, so I don't want to use any account gear. Never going back on my word. That's just where. So, we will be wielding some white stuff here and try to, well, survive this until we get some better gear. And then we will survive longer and longer and longer. You know what I mean. Right now, these Rotbrains are trying to resist the forces of Sylvanas, and we got Marshal Redpath, who is the leader of those Rotbrains, and we pretty much fucked him. Yeah. No loop, needed, just fucked him royally. Bam! Because we are warrior, and warriors don't do, well, prisoners. We don't do prisoners, we simply cut them down. I believe I forgot my Hearthstone. So, we're heading back to the quest giver at the chapel in Deathknell. And killing another one of them. They start to attack me, I simply attack back. Like the Germans saying, at 17 o'clock we shoot back. Yeah, so we simply shoot back whenever we get hit by someone or something. So you have to imagine the X-Files theme right there. Yeah, the runways will be a little bit long because we won't. I still do refuse to use the heirloom mount, but as soon as we reach level 20, we will get our mount, and then we can ride on the breeze. Being born again under the power of a Valkyrie is a strenuous process. Many don't survive the shock, turning into zombies or ghouls. Others retain just enough humanity to seem normal on the outside, but they're sick inside. You should have slain those rot brains the day they were raised. As for you, you're a strong warrior, Rianko. I knew you'd do well. You'll be headed out of Deathknell soon. So we get a shield. Nice. Savis. Oh, victory rush. Savis produces a piece of paper from within his robes. These will need to be taken to my field agent, Deathguard Simmer. This information contains the whereabouts of the last few holdouts from the Scarlet Crusade. We will destroy these crusaders once and for all. And I have a feeling you will be instrumental in that effort, Rianko. Take the road north out of Deathknell. Soon after entering Tirisfal proper, you'll see a large manse. Simmer's inside. So, we got another quest to run and deliver a letter to the outside world, which is us leaving the starting area of the zone and getting into the proper questing zone of Tirisfal. But I believe we are leveling too fast. We not even have any account gear, but we level the shit too fast. And I didn't choose a title. Why didn't I choose a title? So, which title would, well, fit? Flamekeeper Elders. There's nothing on here that screams warrior to me. Nothing. I could use the Patient or the Awakener. Let's use the Awakener. It's an old Mists of Pandaria title you get if you or when you complete all the quests associated with the Klaxi fraction. If you wake up every last one of them, or I believe they were Council or Paragon, the Paragon of the Klaxi, then you get this title, and you can call yourself the Awakener, which is cool, I guess. There are some titles that are a little bit cooler than this. So, getting to the huge manse we see before us, where our quest giver waits. And the story continues. Story always continues. But you see, now that we left the starting area, there are much more mobs that will aggro us if we get too close, like this one, who simply has a death wish, I guess, but not concerning us with the small fry and getting to our quest giver. Is there a Hearthstone somewhere nearby I can set? No, there isn't, which is not cool, bro. Not cool. Deathguard Simmer.
This had better be good.
Yes, what do you want? Yes, this is very good. You've done well in obtaining this information, Rianko. Names of the Scarlet Crusade office in the Tirisfal Lakes. Imagine the blow we could deal to the moral of those bloody zealots if we were to kill their leader in one swift strike. I will pass this information forward.
Embrace the
Humans
shadow.
are notoriously fickle creatures. The farmers to the west are no exception. Sure, they may be ploughing their fields peacefully now, but tomorrow they may be raising their scythes against us. The alliance looms close by in Gilneas, and the power of Stormwind looms to the south. Any of these could recruit these tillers and use them as a wedge against us. I want them dead. See to it that it's done. Yeah,
Trust
pretty much
no
going to do
one.
that anyway.
I am
What have we here? You look like a fledgling warrior. If you hope to prove yourself to the Dark Lady, you need to learn the ways of the Forsaken. To the west you'll find a farm. Humans infest the land like mold on a rotting corpse. And worse yet, the Scarlet Crusade patrols nearby from their tower. Teach those scum a lesson and steal 10 of their precious pumpkins. Once you have 10, bring them back to me.
victory for
Yeah,
survival.
seems easy enough. And we got Cedric Colston.
Hello.
You work hard your whole life, and what do you get? Killed by a plague. Then you work even harder in Undeath, and what do you get? Money. Yes, and a small estate with a few pesky hangers-on, but happiness? Not so much. I'm lonely in my old age, Bianca. I need a companion. Use this leash on one of the murlocs at the Whispering Shore to the northwest. You'll have to weaken it first before it can be leashed. Then bring it back to me.
Watch
It's
your back.
pretty much disturbing. You want some murloc as a companion. Not imagining here what he's gonna do with that murloc. Really don't wanna. So, but right now we are finished. This episode has come to an end. So, well, hopefully you stick with me and we'll see each other again in the next episode, which I will be recording right now because I'm having way too much fun recording in English. So, the next episode will be on Wednesday, 19 o'clock. I will be upgrading the schedule a little bit, so we get Sunday and Wednesday, 19 o'clock, with the English Storytime playthrough. And yeah, so I get a little bit more work to do during, well, the semester break. But as soon as the semester starts, I need to figure out a way to get, well, my shit done for the university and my shit done to you guys. So I don't know if the two air dates will stick or if I have to cut down to one air date. But we'll see in the future, and don't worry about not laid eggs, I guess. I believe it's a German figure of speech and doesn't quite literally translate to English, but you guys seem to have one of those figures of speech as well. So just imagine I said that. Just imagine I said that. So, yeah. Have a nice day. Have a nice weekend. We see each other again on Wednesday. Bye bye.